Hello and welcome again. Welcome to Gubernatorial Ekiti. My name is Olajide Akine. This episode will be exploring what exactly happened with the APC and the PDP primaries that happened this week. So let's start from the PDP primaries.
The delegates first converged at the Pastoral Center in Ekiti to get accredited, after which they moved to the Great Eagle Hall for the voting exercise. Governor Emmanuel Udom of Akwa Ibom State chaired the Ekiti primary election.
I'm not in for all those intrigues and so on that people are trying to do here. Everybody must behave well. If you don't behave, you find yourself in Uyo this evening. So we must maintain discipline and everybody must be happy. I have the authentic delegate list here. You can see it's stamped from National Working Committee. Okay? So you can see everything is stamped, acknowledged. This is the list we're going to use. We're not going to use anything outside this.
I also want to make an appeal. Please, it is an internal affair of our party. And no matter what we have to do, we will go back home and meet amongst ourselves. And I will appreciate if we all join hands together to work as a team. I know fully well that when we go to the general election, it's about PDP and not just an individual. We had 13 aspirants. Akerele had no votes. Oluwatoyin Arogundade, no votes. Adekemi Adewumi, 1 vote. Deborah Along, 1 vote. Latif Ajijola, 1 vote. Olukemi Olumide Ojo, 1 vote. Biodun Olujimi, 2 votes. Ayodeji Kazim, 6 votes. Kayode Adaramoju, 10 votes. Adewale Aribisala, 56 votes. Olushola Kolapo, 13 votes. Olushola Kolapo, 93 votes, 93 votes. Olushola Kolapo, 93 votes. Olusegun Oni, 330 votes. Olabisi Kolawole, 671 votes. Total, then void votes 13. Total, that brings the total number of votes cast to 1,185. Number accredited, 1,208. Accredited voters, 1,208. Those who voted, including void votes, 1,185. Looking at our constitution, I hereby say that Olabisi Kolawole, having satisfied the provisions of the constitution of our party, is hereby, through simple majority, scoring 671 votes, and that 671 votes, being the highest vote, is hereby declared as the winner of this party.
So I must extend sincere congratulations to the winner of that primary, the person of Honorable Sikola Wale, the former chairman of the party in Ekiti State. He won the elections with about 671 votes, if I'm not mistaken. Former Governor Shegun was runners of the election, about 300 votes. Speaking of the conduct or the nature of the conduct of our primaries, aside from niggling issues, as I've been skeptical that the primaries would go well, especially how the Congress that voted in delegates to vote in the primaries was overturned earlier in the week by the National Working Committee. I was really scared that the primaries would not hold and would be violent, for example, to be inconclusive. But yet, the primaries managed to go well. Governor Emilis Fayose, who is smiling to victory in this one, has his anointed candidate, the man who lifted his hands up, Honorable Sikola Wale, will be the party candidate. And I don't expect there to be issues with this, because from general comments surrounding the elections, there should not be any issues. So the conversation Shimokimali and Sikola Wale had.
The two questions you have just put across to me. Well, I wasn't imposed, he endorsed me. Endorsement means support. He hadn't the power to impose me on everybody. The National Working Committee was involved in what we did. They set up a committee. The committee came to conduct a free and fair election, which was seen by everybody all over the world. I've received calls from all over the world. The counting, the voting process, the counting, the accreditation, everything was made open. So I don't think you can call that imposition. I was endorsed, I was supported. They were all seeking for his endorsement too. But I was lucky to have secured that. And you see, it's only when you don't have such that you turn into another thing. And the aspect of him remote controlling me, he knows I have character. The governor is the governor. Nobody can remotely control anybody that is in control of the situation. So I don't subscribe to that. It's just is a way of just is a very derogatory way of describing the situation. But that is not the true situation. Governor Ayodele Fayose has been a two-term governor. So what has he to collect from the government house? He has only supported me because he knows about my popularity, about the fact that I have all the experiences. I've experienced the legislative arm, I've experienced the executive arm. I've even served as the grassroots as a supervisor years back. So I've been the party chairman, I was a member of the BOT. Those were the qualities he saw in me before endorsing me.
So what did you...
candidate.
What did...
Thank you.
On a final note, the ruling APC in Ekiti State has had their own primaries today. I mean, are you confident about a race against the ruling APC? They beat your party the last time.
Yeah. Well, so what happened the last time is well known to everybody. But the situation now is different. Everybody is fed up with the government of APC from A to Z. And I want to assure you, in Ekiti State, people are so disjointed, people are so sad, people are just waiting for the candidate of PDP, people are just urging us to come together to beat them because they are ready to chase them out of the government as soon as Governor Fayemi ends his term. We pray he ends very well, but that this election cannot go to them. And don't forget the fact that Ekiti is a PDP state any day. I'm twisted the other time, probably because of the hard stance of Governor Ayodele Fayose then, but it's no longer in government, and we are going to throw the thing to the people's court, and people will reject them at the post, I assure you.
One that took me by the shock was the All Progressives primary election. As a young person, I have never felt as irritated, yes, and disappointed as I felt yesterday. The All Progressives Congress conducted the primary election that was practically shambolic, if we speak the truth about it. The issue is, it doesn't matter who wins, just ensuring that the process is just and the process is fair. It is the reason why democracy exists, ensuring that the process of selection is one that is fair and fair. And the process of selection yesterday was not fair. As early as 5 a.m., 7 other aspirants out of the 8 aspirants yesterday already released a communique detailing that, and the officials that will be conducting the elections at the wards were loyalists to Biodun Ebanji, who is the favorite candidate for Governor Fayemi.
tí èèyàn mẹ́jọ bá wà tọ́jọ́ ń sáré ìje tí èèyàn méje dẹ̀ ní ẹ̀dúró èèyàn mẹ́jọ wọ́n jọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ lé èèyàn méje dẹ̀ ní ẹ̀dúró òjòrò ti wọ eléyìí o ẹ jẹ́ ká tutù ká tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ eléyìí tí èèyàn kan ẹ dẹ̀ ní tipátipá màá sa tí òǹkó kàn wé sábẹ̀. As far as we are concerned, nothing has happened in Ekiti State. Yes. Today, we went into a contest based on a set of guidelines, and the guidelines were very clear. We are also members of a political party that is governed by a constitution. And the constitution of our party is also very clear on the mode of conduct of primaries. The guidelines that were released by the party made it clear that one, there shall be, in accordance with Article 6, sub 3 of our constitution, there shall be an election committee, a 7-member committee that will conduct these primaries. Same provision as Sope, there shall also be an appeal committee, a primary election appeal committee that will hear complaints in the event that the primary had taken place and some aspirants were aggrieved. The 2 committees also shall be inaugurated. Kilonja inauguration. We swear you in as chairman. We swear you in as secretary. We swear you in as members. And the press will cover it. Everybody will know this is the committee that is coming to conduct this primary. Nothing like that ever happened. There was no inauguration of any election committee at any point. And as aspirants, when they wanted to take our money, they gave us a procedure. 22.5 million naira is not a change.
Not be my mind. Not be my mind.
And if you say 22.5 times 7, that is, I mean, a lot of money, so to say. 154 million. So if you took that from us and you gave us a guideline and you refuse to follow that guideline, I made the first point: no inauguration of any committee to our knowledge, and it wasn't officially communicated to us that social committee has been inaugurated. The first time we got to know about the existence of this committee was 2 nights ago, when they sent us a text message that we should come to Adetiloye Hall by 2 p.m. yesterday. And we were all there in compliance. And that was when, for the 4th time, we could confirm what had existed as rumors on social media, that Governor Badaru was leading a committee to come and conduct our election. In fact, we heard all sorts of names of governors who were coming. But the rumor became real yesterday. Number 3, yesterday we were told that election committees had been set up in both at both the ward and local government level. And we saw the names of the people, the 3-member committee in each of the 177 wards. 3 times 177 is 531. Who were the people there? Government officials, political appointees, known supporters, canvassers, and campaigners of Biodun Oyebanji. 1 out of the 8 aspirants. I will say, wait a minute. 531 people will be in charge of this election. And we are 8. And all these 531 came from one aspirant. All these 531 came from one aspirant. What kind of election is this? We registered that protest yesterday. And at the end of the day, they said bring 20 names each. We will include them at the ward level. We met again and we said, even if 7 of us brought 20 names each, 20 times 7 will be 140. We have 177 wards. So that would mean that we still have 37 wards where none of us will be represented. And we insisted they should give us more. We thought that was the worst. But that was not the worst. The worst actually came after we left the place and they released the names of the local government election committee. And when we saw the names, it was names also of people who are serving in the Central Working Committee of the campaign of Biodun Oyebati. Apart from the fact that they are also mainly government officials. And they were the people who were appointed as returning officers. For Ado, they appointed Mr. Ayo. You all know him. We know him as a supporter of Biodun Oyebati. On that ground, we know he couldn't be the returning officer. In Oye local government, they appointed Mrs. Kemi Olaleye as the returning officer. Mrs. Kemi Olaleye is not only a member of the Central Working Committee of Biodun Oyebati Campaign Organization, she is actually the head of the women wing of that campaign organization. They made that the returning officer in Oye. In the F1, they appointed Honorable Boke Olajide, a serving member of the House of Assembly, who also had followed Biodun Oyebati to the National Secretariat of the party in December to collect his nomination form. We went to INEC to complain. We went to the Director of SSS to complain. We went to the Commissioner of Police to complain as law-abiding citizens. And we believe we're making all those protests also on your behalf.
I visited about 4 wards. The ward that is opposite the party secretariat in Ekiti. I was at the Gubernatorial ward, and I was at Loro Ejuri Ward A and Loro Ejuri Ward B. What we saw yesterday on our ground observation was a show of force, voter intimidation, active voter influencing that the All Progressive Congress used, power backed by its government status, to influence the decisions and to influence the results of the primary elections that happened yesterday.
As a governor, you can't set it. Come on, follow what you
The process that was stipulated in the election guidelines that the APC had released was not followed in this place. Observers on the board, because I was actively harassed at 3 of these places. It took cunning and God to escape without being hurt. As of now, I'm sure that all the candidates in that election are not happy. This was Senator Dai. Are there any comments on channels?
What happened today was a farce, a complete mockery of the democratic process. It was a shame, honestly, because the entire democratic system was subverted by the pomposity of those who are drunk with power. Now, what happened was that, if we had a direct primary, we were supposed to have a direct primary, let me say, because nothing happened today, really. Those who have already selected to go and conduct the primaries in the various wards as returning officers and at the local government level as chairman and secretary were all 100% of them were supporters of a particular kind aspirant, the one anointed by the governor.
If you say that you are Democratic Party, right? You say you are progressives, but yet the systems that you operate, the internal democratic systems within your party itself is broken. How much of that will be then be able to influence the national landscape or how will you be able to administer power governance to people? When there is poverty of ideas and poverty of money in the hands of people, it makes their conscience easily viable. So a lot of what we saw yesterday and the manipulation in form of voter intimidation, the shooting gun in the air for no reason, was just so that a certain amount of people can retain the benefits of a political system. And realize that whatever will be the outcome of that election will not be a true reflection of what people wanted.
And we think this is unfortunate. We think it shows lack of respect for democracy. It shows lack of respect for the party. It shows lack of respect for every card-carrying member of this party who has worked so hard to build the party and to support the government of the day. For us, it's not a personal fight. Even if we're not going to do anything on our own, because of you, because of the party, because of democracy, we will fight this.
So those are strong words from the 7 aspirants of the All Progressives Congress. And it's my sincere hope that what happened in the primary election, or that the result of that primary election, is overruled by the appeal committee that the party has set up. But despite this, the All Progressives Congress has still moved on, presenting Biodun Ibanji as the party candidate for the All Progressives Congress in the 2022 Ekiti State Gubernatorial election.
Yesterday's process was credible, it was free, it was fair. And a level playing field was provided for all the contestants. We had a stakeholder meeting a day previous to the election where we agreed on the modes of engagement. All aspirants agreed. And I left the venue of the meeting for my village to vote. And the report I got yesterday from all the 177 wards is that people came out, they were accredited in accordance with the guidelines of the party, and they were counted, and the result has been declared. With respect to the protest by the 7 other aspirants, I recognize their right to protest, and I know that the party is imbued with internal mechanism to resolve this issue as a party. And as one of them too, I've started reaching out to a few of them, and we are talking, and hopefully I'm confident that all those issues will be resolved.
So it's possible that nothing changes and he remains the candidate of the party, or it's possible that the party replaces him in the substitution window that INEC has provided in the election timetable. Honestly, regardless of whatever happens in the APC, it's the APC's business. It will become internal matter that they sit down and discuss among themselves. As this event unfolds, I'll be bringing them to you here. If you enjoyed this episode, share with your friends and invite them to watch Conversation Ekiti. I'm still your host, Mayowa Olajide Akine. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.